saying, Mike Raglan. Are you shorting it up, Raggs? Maybe because you dress, you know what I'm saying, you dress cool or whatever. But they be like, hell no. And even when I rant, like I've heard people like jokingly say, "No, you a know it all." Like I don't know a lot of shit. The more that I go and seek knowledge, the more I realize it's a lot of shit I don't know.
I know you hating that I'm
It's always 1,000 Michaels everywhere, so just always be able to go Mike Raggs, you know, just stuck. That's how I came up with the Raggs.
My price is gone.
Cause that's what I wanted to get into next. There's nothing wrong with being in a quiet taste. How we were talking about
Cole.
What we were talking Cole, but how we were just talking about Currency and Wiz, right?
Yeah.
You know, when they both got hot together, you said, you know, Wiz kind of took you wanted to go kind of more commercial, more mainstream, and Currency was like, you know what, I'm cool with being kind of like in a quiet taste, like, but if you fuck with me, you fuck. I'm not a big Currency fan. I respect it. I definitely respect it, and I know niggas who fuck with Currency. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't play around about that boy. So it's just like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes as an artist, do you get caught up, and this for both of y'all, do you get caught up in wanting the acclaim like Drake? Or is it cool just being, you know what I'm saying, or with you personally, being a Currency as long as you eating and you good, you know what I'm saying? And you don't care if everybody don't know your name. If you ain't getting no billboards, no awards, but you getting money, you getting, like, you know what I'm saying, you able to do what you want to do. Like what's the end goal?
I'm cool with taking the Currency lane and like watching like different interviews from different artists, mainstream and independent, including Currency and Wiz. Like that kind of like built my standpoint around that too. Because I saw a lot of downfalls and I saw a lot of circus acts that the mainstream artists had to go through in order to get where they was, and some of them still end up fucked up, still having to fight for their masters and all that shit.
Right.
Currency just do what the fuck he want to do, still pulling up in these same cars these rappers got, still eating, still doing what he want to do, still touring.
Still at the same spots.
You know what I'm saying?
He be
it's
with
like
these
he's
niggas.
still comfortable. He can still pop out in his city, and I had to worry about paparazzi flooding his shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a big thing with me.
I want that type
Still
of
being
vibe.
able to be secluded, but rich like a nigga that's famous.
For sure.
Yeah, I about to say my standpoint is more of from a CEO mindset. Like I don't have to be the biggest artist of all time. Like that's not my aspirations. Like if my message and my music touches you enough to get me to that space, then cool. But it's more from a standpoint of, can I wake up every morning and do what the fuck I want to do off of my music? You know what I'm saying? Off of my music and where that music is gonna take me as far as on an entrepreneurial level to be able to do other things and have access to other things and be able to open different doors. It's bigger than music. Music is just a gateway.
Yeah.
It's just a gateway.
It's a means to an end.
Yeah, it's an avenue.
I think, but do you think, because you're 30, you are 28, 20, so you're older, I guess. We still young as hell in the grand scheme of life, but as far as like music, most people think younger now, especially with how niggas getting on real young. So do you think it's because you're older now that you have that mindset and you've been able to see artists, or you've been able to like follow artists long enough, their careers long enough to see like, oh shit, yeah, that fame shit, that ain't what that's not what I'm trying to go for, because it really comes with all that. You think they just had something to do with age, or you've kind of always did you initially start rapping and recording with that in mind 10 years ago, 7 years ago?
It was a lot of lack of understanding back then. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas didn't know the business of music. You know what I'm saying? All you knew was that you wanted to rap and you wanted to blow up off of it. Like, but you didn't know what the critiquing of it was. You didn't know the details. You didn't know what a contract was. You didn't understand any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nor the struggles to get to it. Like, I'm comfortable moving at my own pace. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Ross ain't blow it till he was 33. 2 Chainz really didn't get successful to 34, 35. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't no timestamp on when your moment is.
Yeah.
It's just about, nigga, is you still moving forward? Like,
Right, for sure.
is your year looking the same every year? Or is you in a better position than you was last year when that year roll around again? Like, and is that towards your music? Like, not just in life, but are you still putting that effort in towards your music? Because what a lot of niggas fuck up on, and one of my setbacks was like, I stopped making music for a period of time. So when I went on that little time stamp of not making music, that fucked up my consistency. I could have been a lot further because I would have been learning. You know what I'm saying? I still would have been going through my phases.
Right.
But once you sit there and stop, the game changes every fucking year. How the success stories change every year. So if you're not in the mix and constantly going through the motions of the shit, then you gonna set yourself back. So I'm 30, but in my rap career, I'm really like 26 to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like no old nigga. You dig what I'm saying? It's just all about the process. It's all about the processes, bro.
I had a homeboy in the shop the other day. He came and said, bruh, when you think about it, rappers used to be like NCAA athletes that was out here on scholarship. They'll sit you around here to give you all this shit paid for. Oh, we'll come give you this truck, pick you up. Oh, you get on this jet, pick you up, but you ain't getting no money.
They keep the money, yeah.
Yeah, you ain't getting no, but you get the fame. Niggas know your name. You know what I'm saying? You selling out shows, so you living the life, but you ain't getting no check for it for real. So it's like, and I was like, damn, like really, like
also,
labels really used to pimp folks like the NCAA.
But what also niggas discredit is niggas used to get advances. They loved giving out advances back then because niggas
they know they gonna get in
fuck it
debt.
up.
Yeah, they know you gonna get in debt.
When you giving a person a whole bunch of money who ain't
never had it,
shit,
yeah.
they gonna fuck it up. Like they gonna blow it. $1 million ain't a lot of money. Like,
especially when them taxes get cut, you really only got $300K.
you dig what I'm saying? And then what you gonna do? You want to buy your crib? You want to buy your mama a crib? You want
Gotta
some
get the
jewelry,
buzz down.
You know what I'm
Gotta
saying?
get
You want
the
some
yo.
jewelry? You want a wheel? You know what I'm saying? You
Shit
want to
gone.
trick off on your partners and bitches?
Right.
Like, is a whole bunch of shit that you can find to spend money on that
for
you
sure.
never
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
you could spend money on.
But that boy Sean said I keep forgetting what song that was when he said that, but he was basically saying like $1 million when he was next to Puff and Hove. He was like, that shit seems so broke, bro. He was like, $1 million don't seem like no money.
Bro,
When you
I
next to these
always
billionaires and
equate money like this, bro. If I could find one item that I could spend that money on, that ain't no money. And I don't give a fuck how many. That's if I got $100 million. If I could find one item that I could spend $100 million on, that's not gonna make me more money, then that ain't no money.
like if it's not an investment. I
Yeah,
feel you. Like you
that's
saying
not no real
somehow
money
they got
then,
like
because it's
$20
somebody
million
out here.
yachts
Because
and
it's
shit
somebody.
like that. Yeah,
It's a
I
nigga.
feel
No,
you.
it's a nigga out here with $100 million yacht.
okay.
It's a nigga out here with $150 million yacht. It's a nigga out here with $150 million crib that ain't gonna occur no value. Probably gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it can't make me money, then it ain't no real money.
Yeah, I feel
You
you.
feel me? Like,